Hello and welcome to At Home with Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about a portable air conditioner. Yes, people, this is a portable air conditioner with a 2100 milliamp hour battery built into it. So all you have to do is charge it up and then you get 2 hours of playback time, run time, cool time, crisp air time. So in this video, we're going to be doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing and first impressions on said air conditioner. After that, I'm going to be putting this bad boy to the At Home with Lucas test to figure out, is this something you should buy or maybe skip altogether? I'm here for you, so you don't have to waste your time buying and returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it.
All right, let's take a look at this bad boy. So this is the desktop air conditioner fan, fast, strong cooling. That is what's up, people. There is an image of what's to come in the box. Let's go ahead and walk around this bad boy. Bedroom, living room, office, kitchen, boom ski, 2 thumbs up for sure. So you have wind speed, cool, lighting, timing, water, storage, 450 milliliter tank. That's not bad. Let's take a look inside the box, people. Okay, so the first thing you're presented with is the instruction manual. Ooh, yes, people, USB-C, that is what is up. All right, let's go ahead and walk around this. So it looks like that is where the USB-C plugs in to give this guy power. All you need is a USB port. That is really, really cool. This thing is extremely hollow. There's not much going on inside of here. There's a clear fan on the inside, and then up here, it looks like you have a on and off of some sort. That's a little bit difficult to grab a hold of. I kind of wish it was it stuck out a little bit more, but nonetheless, that's what it does. I'm wondering if that's to turn the fan actually on and off. It feels very mechanical. It feels very important, but we won't know until we get this thing turned on. Take a look at the other side. Very, very strange. This is completely bizarre. This thing is hollowed out, nothing going on in there. All of the guts are somewhere up in here. Very interesting. I'm completely confused by this thing. Take a look at the bottom. You have some grippy feet. Okay, so it looks like you have 1, 2, 3 stages over here for the click button. So I'm guessing that's fan 1, 2, and 3. Then you have your timer 2 to 4 hours. You have your cool on and off, and then you have an indicator light right there saying something about water. Then you have some lights right there. Guessing that's to pull out and get into the tank. This thing is very, very interesting. All of the tech is somewhere tucked up in the top because there's nothing really going on the inside. You could see right through it. I'm super intrigued by this thing. There could be something tucked in the bottom here, but I highly doubt it. Wow, that is very interesting. Okay, coming up, we're going to plug this thing in and see how well it functions. All right, let's go ahead and load this thing up with some water. I think it takes basically one of these water bottles, maybe a little bit less. This is 500 milliliters. We'll go over here to the fill line so we don't overfill it. Yeah, so you got a little bit left in the bottom, but that's basically one of those. One thing I am noticing is that this is a little bit janky to put on. This thing is not the same on either side. This is actually taller, so you have to line up the arrows with the arrows, and then you turn it, and it kind of goes up into place because this is slanted upward. It's kind of weird. All right, let's go through the button pressing. So you have to actually hold down the power button and then it turns on. So it's a little bit weird. You don't just press it. So I'm guessing it's designed so you don't get accidental presses. Then you press it once more and it goes to 2, once more and it goes to 3. I'm gonna put a microphone in front of here so you guys can hear exactly how loud that is. I'll do that later. Then you have the 2 hour and the 4 hour. That works pretty much exactly as it should. And then you have the air conditioning button, the cool button, which basically turns on a mist. So you're gonna have this mist that shoots out of here. I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera, but it's basically just a mist. One thing I did notice is that this water is room temperature,
and the air that comes out of here, the mist, is actually a little bit cooler than that. So I'm definitely thinking that this is sending it through some kind of coils or something to cool it, and then it's shooting it out as a mist. At least that's what I'm thinking. And then you press it again and you turn it off, and then you have the cool lights. And at first I thought, why would you want this to be lit up? I didn't understand why, but at nighttime you can see exactly where your water level is. So big thumbs up on the light. Plus it looks kind of cool. Of course, during the daytime with a lot of light coming on it, it's kind of pointless. So then you press it once more and it turns off the light. One thing I did notice is the cool does not run all of the water out. It has some shut off that automatically turns off, because even when I have this thing plugged in and it's getting direct power, it will still just turn off the cool mist. So I'm not sure exactly why it does that, but it may be a safety thing, I don't know. But another thing is that the cool mist does not change with the fan. So the fan does not make it shoot out more cool mist, and the lower the fan does not make it shoot out less. So that's something to take note of. And then of course, to turn it off, you have to hold down the power, and then it shuts off entirely. So first use, first impressions, big thumbs up. Okay, this is my setup. It is 86 degrees outside. We're gonna be going over to that park right over there, and we're gonna be doing some playing, and I have my sweet Pippa dog, and I actually have the AC right in the middle. And of course, I will have my AC on 3 on full blast, and then I'll have this as a backup just to keep it a little bit cooler. Woohoo! Woohoo! Good job. Give you a little push. Here we go. Hold on tight, Bubby. You're all done? Wow, I kid you not. This is like an Arctic breeze in here. This is the coldest this car has ever been. We're basically in direct sunlight. There is no shade where we're parked. I'm actually going to show you that right now. Wow, this thing really kicked butt. Super performer. That is absolutely amazing. I will always take this with me when I'm out and about in the hot summer days. And like I said, there's the temperature. There's dog. She was snoozing when we got back. Totally comfortable, not hot at all. And it is very hot out there. Okay, so I'm up here in the loft slash office slash studio. And I have to say, this thing is really nice when you're sitting at your desk and you got your computer going. This thing really does cool you off. You can power it via the USB port on your computer if you want, or you can simply run it off of the large battery that's inside of here. It seems to last quite some time, plenty of time for doing normal PC stuff, normal computer stuff. Definitely something that's really nice, and it doesn't really make everything all wet and damp. So it's not just gonna blast that cold air, that water straight at you. It's actually going to send out just the right amount. It doesn't use hardly any water at all because it only takes 15 ounces of water. So big thumbs up for if you're at your desk. It does actually send out cooler air, so it's not just pulling in air from the back and then shooting out cold water at you. It is actually doing something to cool the air, and then it comes out cooler than room temperature. So that is a big thumbs up. Definitely passed the at-home desk work. Okay, so this thing has actually become a part of my nightly routine. I just have it sitting on my bedside table. I set it on the second fan speed, put the AC on, and this thing just pumps out air. I have my little fan here that blows directly at me on the bed, and it really does a good job. I am so impressed with this thing. We actually live above a garage. This house has a garage below the master bedroom, so this is a must-have. The AC unit does a really good job of cooling off the house, but this bedroom seems to be hotter than most, and this thing is kicking butt. Okay, so I've been using this bad boy for long enough that I think I have a full comprehensive review, and let's start off with the button pressing. So I do like the fact you have to actually hold this down to get the power to turn on, and then you hold it back down to shut it off.
That means you're not going to get any accidental presses, which is really nice. This thing has a 2 to 4 hour timer. I don't believe you can run this thing for 4 hours on battery, maybe if it's on 1 and you don't have the cooling turned on. But if you have it plugged in, that's cool that you can do a 4-hour battery. The cooling is legit, people. I am totally blown away by the cooling. You actually get cooler air that comes out of here versus the room temperature. So if the room is like 74, I kid you not, this is going to come out like 73, 72, and then it's going to get a little bit cooler over time. It seems to kick on and get cooler over time. Also, I was really impressed with the mist. It doesn't just shoot out all the water quickly. It's actually doing something to cool off the air. It's really, really nice. I like the light feature. I kind of wish you could set it just to blue because this is water in here, so having it just blue would be nice, but you can't do that. Let's talk about the battery. So the battery inside of here is actually really nice. I had it last on 2 and sometimes 3 for about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. That was really, really impressive for something that is a portable unit. So I found myself using this thing more as a portable unit than anything else. Putting it in the car was genius. I was totally happy with that. It really, really performed well. If you've ever been in a car with air conditioning on for long periods of time, it can get a little bit stale and a little bit dry, but this thing puts out just enough liquid into the air that you're actually going to get hydrated. So if you're someone who's sleeping in your car, in your van, in your RV, you may want to add this to your air conditioning unit this summer, people. Yes. Okay, I actually did figure out, I think, what this on and off is referring to. When you turn it to off, you can actually pull it out and then access the screws right here to take this thing apart. I believe that is the only purpose for the on and off. Let's talk about how loud this thing is. So this thing is actually not very loud at all. I'm going to go ahead and set it on rear mic and turn it on. And there it is on low. Yeah, so the fans are super quiet. When you have it on 1, it is like feather quiet. Like, it is super quiet. When you have it on 3, it's like a fan at low setting. I kid you not, like a normal fan at low setting. Really nice. I did have a little bit of trouble with this cap right here, and I think it's something that everyone's gonna have a little bit of trouble with. It's really finicky, and I found that you just have to line up the arrows right here. You just have to line up the arrows and kind of like shove it down and then lock it in place. Once you figure that out, it's kind of smooth, but also it's backwards because this is off and that's on. So when you turn it to on, you're actually taking it off. So that's kind of funny that they did that. I did notice that some condensation built up in the bottom down here, and it would kind of slosh out. So definitely take note of that. If you're going to be putting this in a car, you may end up with some condensation down here, or if the mist comes out and hits the blade, it may drip down into there. So forewarned, it may drip out if you move it around. It is definitely a little bit top heavy too. So when you go to pick it up and it's full of water, it's really top heavy, and I find that the top likes to slide around the handle. I did use the handle quite often. I really like the handle a lot. It's something that at first you're like, why do I need a handle? And then you start to move it around your house and you really find it to be great. I actually had this in the backyard during a barbecue, and while I was grilling, and it worked fine. I got a little bit of cold air from it, but not much. But you will notice that this thing is not, it's really not blowing the room temperature at you. It's actually doing a little bit of cooling, and that is something that is really nice. So I'm going to give this thing a solid 4.3 star rating. I'm going to say that it is not a air conditioner. It's not going to take a hot room and make it cold. So don't buy it for that reason. If you do not have air conditioning, this thing probably won't work. If you're in a car that doesn't have air conditioning, this thing probably won't work. If you don't have some way of cooling off the room you're in, don't buy this to cool you off. It's not going to do that. It's going to add to a already cool room, and it's gonna make you more comfortable. So that's really what this thing is. It's not a gimmick. I thought for sure I was gonna get into this and be like, oh, this is just a gimmick. It's not. It's really not. It's doing something. It's cooling the air that comes out of here versus the air that goes in. So that's really cool. Solid star rating. Highly recommend it to everyone out there. Buy it.
All right, there you go. That's the portable air conditioner. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely clickety-clack that like button. And if you want to join the At Home Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos. It's because of you guys, I surpassed 4K. Yes, people, on my way to 5K, but I need your help. Yes, you right there. Tell your friends, tell your family, this guy's on YouTube. They should go subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.